Joined now by the Chief, San Diego Police Chief Scott Wahl, for our monthly check-in. This morning we're talking about the budget. We're going to talk about the mosque shooting investigation as well. Look, you were live with me here the morning that this happened. Boy, so much happened that day. One of the worst things that has happened here in a decade, really, or maybe even more. Chief, talk a little bit about the horrific shooting that happened here. The investigation first. What can you tell us? What is the latest? It's ongoing, right?
Well, in my 28 years, that's a day that I'll never forget.
Right.
And so many of us will be in the same situation. You know, when we hire police officers, we train them, we want them running towards gunfire. Mm-hmm. What I was very proud of that day is the way that officers and deputies from across this county dropped what they were doing and ran towards danger. Mm-hmm. The other thing is, you know, something so horrific, but yet so heroic. That security guard, what he did that day saved those kids. They were all out in the playground and vulnerable, and he engaged those two shooters and definitely saved the day.
The latest on the investigation, what do we know? Have we learned anything? Is there anything new you can tell us?
Well, I can tell you there's no stone that we're not overturning. We've been working very closely with the FBI, okay. And they've been outstanding partners from the moment that this happened. They were out there. You know, our special agent in charge here had only been in town for a few weeks. He's newly assigned. He's been doing a fantastic job, and we are looking into what can be done to prevent this from happening again, and looking into, you know, are there other people potentially, you know, involved in this that could face potential charges.
It was a massive response. You're right about that. You got a little choked up during some of the news conferences on our airwaves here. It was emotional. It was emotional for you. It was emotional for the community, your department. How are they handling it?
Yeah. Well, I think everybody's still trying to just wrap their mind around that it actually happened here in San Diego. Yeah. You know, I tell you what really got all of us was when those kids came running out.
Me too.
And you could just see the rawness of the moment and not understanding what's happening in the crazy world we live in today.
Yeah, we saw that live on our air. Kids walking hand in hand out of a school building. Thankfully, none of them injured, right? Let's talk a little bit about license plate readers. I know that was a part of this. It was mentioned in the press conferences. Did that play a role? Did it help at all?
Well, let me say, license plate readers work where license plate readers are. Mm-hmm. So if they're not there, they're not present, they're not going to work. They're not going to be a beneficial tool. Overall, they are an absolute game changer for us investigating crimes. They're also a game-changing tool when it comes to preventing crimes, but they have to be in locations where somebody drives through them. They don't work outside of that. It did let us know 10 minutes before the shooting that they were driving along Friars Road. Mm-hmm. We absolutely had officers saturating that area. And then they did not cross another license plate reader until they got to them.
We know there's some privacy concerns involved with it. We know it's coming up for, it's going to be part of the budget talks, which, by the way, those budget talks coming up here, right?
Correct.
Where do we stand on the budget with the department?
Well, I can tell you, the license plate readers are a game-changing tool, and with our critically low staffing levels, we need technology used appropriately and with safeguards in place, which we have, to help us fight crime. We're carefully cutting $7 million out of our budget again this year after $18 million over the last 2 budget cycles. What we're focusing on is middle managers. It allows us to preserve training, preserve our recruiting academy classes, and preserve overtime, which keeps cops in the field. Managers don't help us with response times. They don't help us with staffing. Okay. That's how we're cutting $7 million.
All right, Chief, thanks for coming in here. Appreciate everything you and the department are doing here. And you're still looking for some good men and women?
That's right. Join SDPD now.
There we go. Thanks, Chief, for coming in. Appreciate it.